Hi there, my name's Abby and this is my husband Ryan, and we just recently had our wedding back in May of 2025, and let me just say it was absolutely the best day of our lives.
We just got married. That's crazy.
What he said. But our wedding was a little bit different than the average mainstream wedding today. Aww. And today I'm going to share with you the things that we would do again and the things we wouldn't do again from our wedding day.
Wait, do you like it? Is it what you thought it was gonna be?
It's not like flowy like I was thinking.
I know.
But it's still flowy.
But before we do that, let's introduce ourselves. I'm 23 years old, 5 foot 6 inches, if that's something you were interested in, I guess. I'm a marathon runner, but you can also find me lifting weights in the gym. But yeah, anyways, that's a little bit about me. This is my husband, Ryan. He's definitely the most sporty between us two. And he loves dogs, even though he won't let me get one. And he's just a good hang. And together we like to travel and play pickleball and eat good food. Okay, now that we know each other, let's debrief the wedding. Okay, I'm not gonna make you go through and watch my wedding again. Been there, done that. So first we're gonna start back from 2 days before our wedding. We decided to have our rehearsal dinner as a rehearsal pickleball tournament, and our wedding was on a Sunday and we had it on a Friday. I would highly recommend this because it gives you a little more time to chill the night before your wedding, because rehearsal dinners are usually a little bit more chaotic anyways, so it's nice to have that little buffer day just to rest, and I got to go to bed early and fully just spend time with my family before getting married. I loved having our rehearsal dinner this way, one, because it saves a lot of money, you don't have to pay for a lot of meals, two, because it removes a lot of pressure to have small talk and just gets people interacting with each other, getting to know each other, and especially since we had a small wedding, everyone was able to show up, and so by our Sunday wedding, everyone knew each other and they had things to talk about. Whether that was talking about pickleball or talking about other things, they got to know each other. And the people that didn't want to play pickleball or that didn't know how or just couldn't got to sit on the side and watch, and we had a little shaded area, so it was nice for the people that couldn't play pickleball, but they could still be a part of the activity. Even if you don't play pickleball, you can do some sort of activity like bowling or roller skating or just something that gets people doing something. And from a bride perspective, there's a lot of attention on you the entire wedding, so it's nice to just kind of switch the focus off of myself. So before we played pickleball, we all set up to do a proper rehearsal.
Are you filming? Good evening. Happy Saturday.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the vlog. It's your boy here. Make sure to smash that like button, like, and subscribe if you love marriage. And if you don't, then still subscribe. Thank ya.
This is true, you really should subscribe because only cool people subscribe, so yeah.
Read those off really quick, and then we can also show you in person tomorrow. To the left, we have front row. I'm not expecting you to remember this, but we are not standing up with both of them, so we will take our seats.
So another thing that we did at our ceremony is we didn't have our wedding party stand up there with us. We actually had them sit with us. We actually had them sitting on the front row, but this allowed us more space in our wedding venue at the front where we were getting married. But we also did this because we wanted our wedding party to actually watch us get married instead of having to side-eye us the whole time.
And then that's cool.
I know, isn't it?
Ryan, eyes right here.
Cry.
We're actually a little off center, but it's fine. And
No awkward
scene.
stuff here.
And thank y'all for coming.
And I will say who gives this woman to be wed.
1, 2, 3.
We do.
No, we'll just say
Oh, okay. We do. I mean, whatever. I will pray. During my prayer, you go back to your seats.
Gotcha.
Abby will come up here, fix strap.
I must interrupt us because what you're about to see is one of the most important things that anyone, in my opinion, can have at their wedding. So we hired a wedding content creator, which basically means that she was on her phone and then she also used a drone. And even if you don't do content, this is just great from a social media perspective for making posts or sharing videos. We used Best Day Ever content, and no, this is not an ad, but I wish it were because seriously, we got everything back within a 24-hour period, and that's what she does with all of her clients. She made us feel so special on our wedding day and captured everything effortlessly. She's seriously amazing. Okay, back to the video.
All that good stuff.
Whoop, there she goes. Bye-bye.
Do I take okay and then hug him?
Yeah.
That part doesn't open up.
I'll stall.
You gotta make it there. You got 24 hours.
Okay, now on to the actual wedding day. This was one of the best ways to start my day. I got up and had some Bible time to myself, and then had some Bible time with my family. We read scripture and we played worship music. We had a slow morning and a nice breakfast, and it was truly filled with the Holy Spirit. Like, we sang worship songs over a little JBL flip speaker, and we were sobbing. A couple of my friends also joined because they were coming to get their hair and makeup done at our Airbnb because the artists were coming to our house. So after that, we all got ready, and something that I did is my own hair and makeup. Now, I'm not gonna put this on the do list, but I will say if you're anything like me and you're a little bit of a control freak when it comes to your face and your hair, then I'd say to do it yourself if you can. Again, this isn't something I necessarily will come out here and recommend, but if it works for you, then speaking from personal experience, it worked great for me.
And Dad didn't know.
Yeah, it was a very. It was everywhere emotionally. Yeah.
Everything's fine. Everything's okay.
So yes, that was in fact my wedding cake. And yes, that's us fixing it because although it wasn't perfect, it was amazing because I made it with my grandma. And if you have the tools and are able to do so, I would definitely recommend doing this because this will be a forever memory for me. However, something that I would not recommend doing is only practice one time because I did a trial round of my cake and it worked out great. However, when I actually made it, it was only the second time that I did. And of course, something went wrong. So I did kind of have a mini panic about my wedding cake the night before my wedding. So I would definitely recommend really practicing a couple of times before you do it. And now we venture off to the wedding venue. It's so hard these days to find a budget-friendly wedding venue. So my best piece of advice is to find a wedding venue that you don't have to put a lot of money into decorating because you don't want to have to spend a bunch of money after you've just paid for an expensive wedding venue. We had our wedding at Little Point Clear in Fairhope, Alabama, and it was absolutely stunning. But for something to add to the don't list, I would say don't stress about the little things. And I feel like stressing about the little things with a wedding venue has come over time with social media. So to keep this in your mind, I would try to encourage you that yes, the wedding day is so special, but the marriage is what you're actually training for.
Hey! Oh, she did not like me. Come here, it's okay. Are you scared of my camera?
Now time for a little rapid fire from our wedding. Do have a first touch and a first prayer with your husband, but don't see him before the ceremony. This is just personal preference. I'm not saying that you can't have a first look with your husband, and if you want to do that, great, but it made it so special for us whenever he saw me for the first time walking down the aisle. The next don't that I would put on the list is don't have bad tan lines that you have to cover up with foundation the day of your wedding. It was wonderful. Do have a first look with your grandma and also your dad. I did this with both of these special people in my family because they mean everything to me, but I feel like having a first look with your grandma isn't as mainstream, and it was 10 out of 10, one of the coolest parts of my wedding. And then obviously a first look with my dad was so special and very emotional, and I'm beyond blessed to have people and family members in my life who I can have first looks with. This is such a huge blessing, and I'm so grateful to have relationships with these people. Do get your friends and family involved in every aspect of your wedding as much as you can. My sister was my wedding coordinator. A lifelong friend was our wedding officiant. This just made our wedding feel extra homey and have a lot more meaning. And please, people, make sure that you tell your officiant to move out of the way for the kiss. Good job, Cam. Now, this one is very important, so don't do what I do and hope for the best when it comes to transitions for your music. This was definitely a me problem, but make sure to communicate with the person who's in charge of your music, when to play what, and how long to wait before you start playing it, or else you'll end up with something like this. Again, that was a me thing and definitely not a him thing, but it's just something to think about. Do have a fun activity for your guests at your wedding. My sister and brother-in-law actually surprised us with this gift, but looking back now, I'm so glad that we had it, and if I could go back and choose to have it, I would, because it made all the difference for our guests and everybody was talking about it. Do not separate from your spouse on your wedding day. Now listen, this may seem kind of like, oh yeah, duh, Abby, we're not going to separate, but there is so much going on at your wedding. You forget how easy it is to get separated from your spouse, and then you're like, where are they? And you miss them, and it's your wedding day. So you want to be with them. Make sure that you have the conversation to stay near each other if that's a priority for you. And the last do of this rapid fire session is to have a final last dance with your husband. This was so special for us. We just danced to a little worship song, but it was just us two after our wedding ceremony, and it was so special to kind of calm down and be together after the craziness of everything. And our entire ceremony and reception was 3.5 hours long, and I would highly recommend even shortening it a little bit because we were itching to just go hang out with each other after. I mean, we were basically away from each other for that entire day, so we really missed each other and wanted to hang out. Now, if you've made it this long into the video, I am now going to share with you all of the unseen bits from our wedding because the day was imperfect and silly and exactly everything that we dreamed it would be and more. And I pray that this serves as your reminder that yes, weddings are pretty and fun. And I just shared a do's and don'ts list of things you should and shouldn't do, but ultimately it's what you and your person want. It's celebrating you in a marriage that honors and glorifies Christ. Okay, time for the sillies.
I just wanted to like jump the whole time. I was like,
I know, you gotta feel the
you were right. Like I literally was just him. Like that's all I did.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
No clue.
I didn't see anybody out there.
And I promise you, by tomorrow, you're gonna forget 80% of what I said. So,
I liked all the running references though, I will say.
I don't.
You're definitely a famous looking family.
This is gorgeous and elegant and classy and everything. Yay! Alright, go for it. Let's do that one more time.
Watching fast.
Wave high, Spice.
It's just Spice.
The sound of the gravel is sending me.
LeBron James. LeBron James.
Ryan, real good, just like mess around a little slapping of the shoulders. Ha ha ha, like your friend.
The sun's doing something for us.
Alrighty. Can we scream at each other?
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot of cameras right there.
Will you say who you are
My name is Alexandria.
and what do you do?
Oh, I'm the venue coordinator.
Yeah, you
I'm a
are.
notary.
Yeah.
There are so many more things that I could talk about from my wedding that were absolutely amazing. We were so blessed to have such an incredible day. And this may sound a little hypocritical because I know I just made a video about all these little things that we did on our wedding day that I would or wouldn't do again, but honestly, our true focus on our wedding day was Jesus. Yes, it is so fun to have all the bells and whistles, and it definitely makes it feel super exciting and inviting, but without Jesus and relying on him, we're nothing. So if you have one takeaway from this video, let it be that. And now,
Let's go to the beach.